Hello, you lovely people, and welcome back to another video. KickJax here, and as you can tell, today we're going to be working on the item sorter right here. It's called the M.I.S.S system. The M.I.S.S system was built by Maizuma Games. As it starts to rain, be gone, rain, 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 go away, come back another day. Maizuma Games designed this build, and I kind of customized it to more or less what I wanted. As you can tell, I've been working on it. I got all the anvils set up, the stone cutter. I went around and gathered some materials. So in order for this sorter to work, I'm using a bunch of gold and then some water bottles. First, stay hydrated. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take these gold nuggets. They're going to be renamed so I can still sort, but I'm going to use them because, well, we made the gold farm before and we might as well use it again. Basically, what I'll need to do is do a bunch of renaming those gold items, as well as gather up some ender pearls. So I'm gonna go grab up some ender pearls and we're gonna rename them. We're gonna start filling them in around all of these chests. So I'm gonna go do that real quick, and once we kind of get these sorted up, I'll show you how to get one to get sorted, and then hopefully it will run and we'll be able to show you how it works in better detail. Might do a little bit more explaining to make it be easier to understand, as I am not the greatest at explaining, but I try my best. Thanks so much for clicking on this video and sticking with me. And anyway, we'll start up getting it taken care of. Well, I was out gathering some of the resources as I was getting some of the shulker box full of ender pearls. I still think that we need to get more, but while I was doing that, I came back and I noticed something outside my window. That lectern right there. So anyway, let's see what this lectern has to say. Good evening, afternoon, or morning, my dearest KickJax. Please accept the following gift as a starting point for a future farm should you choose to produce a ghast farm. I anticipate that you'll reward me handsomely. I also wish to remind you that I have created a sugarcane farm and we could do business together. My dearest regards, WW Whodinni. And of course, it's Wither Roses, so that's what I needed. And, well, I think that is something that we will have to contemplate in the future if we get it taken care of. Anyway, we'll continue the M.I.S.S system build, and we'll get to renaming all of the golden nuggets and all of these ender pearls. Alrighty, so after some time, I named at least these shulker boxes so far. So the gold ones, I decided to name value because they're valuable. And this one, the shulker box full of ender pearls, I decided to name them stocks because I thought it was funny. So in here, as you can tell, this torch is off, but all the other ones are on. And so this is roughly what that will look like. So this means right here, you need 64 of a named item. In this case, I used golden nuggets because we have the gold farm. And then I used ender pearls because of the ender pearls. So many of you know ender pearls can only stack to 16 before they are considered a full stack. And some other items can be stacked to 64, like the gold nuggets and most items in Minecraft. So basically you need 3 stacks, and then I fill in every single one, and then 5. So what this will allow us to do is any item that can be stacked, we move here until this torch over here, as you can see right here, this torch is off. So if I take an item, you'll see it will turn back on, and then when I place the item back in, it will turn back off. So that's very nice, because if I want to sort something like eggs or buckets, I can do so, well, empty buckets. Any other items like blocks, or, you know, or cooked pork chops, or any other item I can put there in the middle. That is pretty much what we're going to do on every single one of these chests. Every chest you see right here, we were going to have to do what we did in that very first chest in order for them to work, and then we're going to go in and we're going to take out the items and then sort them. That's how I like to do them. So anyway, we're going to continue going and filling those up. So in order to fill up one of these chests, this is what I do. I put them in, and then I like to have the ender pearls in the bottom left, and then we know it will be 64 and then 5. So I want to see if we can get it down to right here. We can do 5, and then if you hold down your right click on your mouse, you can drag and fill them in like so. And then we'll go through and we'll do this to every other chest as we go. And just to double check to make sure I got everything off, that torch is off. And then if I can grab something from there, we'll check. And the torch is back on. And then we'll place it back. But we gotta make sure that they are like so, because if they fill in, there'll be an issue. Now anyway, I will go down and do this for most of these items. I don't have them all named, so, but anyway, we'll get back together once I have as much as I have done, or as many levels as I can do. And there we have it. We got at least this row right behind me taken care of. Now, I did have to go and get more gold sorted because it's quite costly. It takes about, I think, 2-3 stacks maybe to fill up one of these, as well as 2 stacks of ender pearls. So all we have left are these 2 stacks of ender pearls. So as you can tell, that's going to be a little bit until we get this all taken care of. Though we will be able to take care of it all in this episode. As you can see, when I started hopping on today, I had 75-ish levels, and now I have 9. So it is going to be a while to get all those up. But as you can tell, I have these 2 swapped. All of them are set up pretty much the same. Just so it's easier for me to understand, to make sure that they're all there. Now you could, I was thinking while I was doing this, you don't have to use ender pearls. You can do, say, a bottle of water right here, or a sword, or anything that can't be stacked. So these tools can't be stacked. Shulker box can't be stacked that has items inside of them. So you could use any non-stackable item. If you really wanted to, you could do totems of undying. But I like having these for the option of putting, say, buckets that stack 16, or any other thing that only stacks up to 16. Eggs also come to mind. That's why I like to have them here. And then, of course, all of these could be a stack of 64 items. And as we can look over here, all of the torches are off. And then we'll try it all the way over here. If I remove one of these, there's that torch is on, and this one turns off. And then we put it back, and now this one's on. That is very nice to have taken care of. But anyway, we'll continue gathering up some items and maybe have a break in between. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching so far into the video. Comment down below if you like this style of video, and we'll have more. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see in future videos. Thanks so much for watching so far, and we'll continue on. Alrighty, well, here we are. I finished up with the sorter here, so I actually got it all up and working. So just for fun, we're gonna drop in some charcoal and we're gonna send it off. So the cool thing is that it goes up. The charcoal will actually go into here, get dumped into this chest until it gets stacked into the hopper, and the hopper gets sent off. And then in one of these chests, I believe it's this one right here, I actually set the charcoal, and I'll show all this later, and then it will get sorted. As that's going, we'll eventually see these lights turn on once it figures out which way it goes. And there it is. It started pulling there, and we can actually see it in real time start to go in and fill up. So this will make life so much easier to keep organized and get all of our things up and running, as all we'll have to do is dump them into that one chest, and then it will be sorted for us to where we need to be. Over here, we can actually see right now, this one can sort charcoal and
Hey, Mr. Sorter Man.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, there you are. I was like, where are you?
Do you by chance have quartz I can buy?
I might have a little bit. Here, follow me. Mr. Whodinni, the jump scarer. Let's see. Quartz, I think, would be... I have 19 in this chest here. I might have some other hidden about, but I think, nope, that's it, just the 19. Yeah, so I have 19 quartz.
I'm gonna need a lot more. You wanna come see what I'm doing?
Sure. I'll bring it along. Alright, what do you have cooking up, Whodinni?
See, I need your quartz because I am building in this Greek-Roman style. And I only have one villager that I can buy quartz from. So it's taking piece by piece. It's slowly coming. But this is going to be a horse stable. So I'm making mud and slowly just building this cutesy little build.
So these are mud bricks, right? And then nether quartz, and then sandstone.
Yeah, do you want to see my super intricate process? I have this barrel to dump all of my stuff in, and then I grab a stack of dirt, and then I have carved out this 8x8 path.
And did you name your horse yet?
Yeah, so that one is technically Ocean Raina's horse.
Well, what's her horse doing out in the desert? Usually they spawn in plains biomes.
They did, so when we first started, like, the server, she tamed it and rode it all the way over here, and it just kind of stayed here. So I have that, and then I do my fast right click with enough bottles, like this.
Oh, yep,
Fills up my inventory perfectly. And then I just make my mud.
Do you have to let the mud drain?
No, so what you have to do, so what you actually have to do is once you harvest the mud, then you have to take it over on a crafting table to combine it with wheat.
Oh, so that's why you needed wheat in the previous day.
And then you get packed mud. That's the wrong trident.
Will it come back to me?
Once it hits the ground, yeah.
Oh, I hear it. There we go. Oh, I thought that one had channeling, so I thought that one meant it would take me with me.
No, that's rip. Channeling makes light.
Oh. J-Bear just gave me his a little bit ago, and that was the first time I messed with tridents.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. Our trident farm's really efficient, so if you want to buy another one,
no, I double bounced. Oh, I'm lagging. Yeah, barrel. Put those back, because those aren't mine. Oh yeah, do you want this quartz, Mr. Whodinni? I have this quartz for you.
I'll take it. I mean, like, it's 4 quartz per block, so it's not a lot. But I will take it. It will be a part of my beautiful.
Amazing. We are now even for the wither roses, correct?
Sure. I kind of want some gunpowder. Although tridents are the way to go, as you probably witnessed.
Yes. Well, they're definitely for travel is what I need. Is I only have 2. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish up my build, and then maybe we can do something about fixing up those rockets as I fall down into the abyss and don't know how to get out.
So there is a way. So there's a few different ways to get out. You can use the observer trick.
Last time I went over here into the water.
Or you can swim out. So either way works. Or if you're cool, like me and J-Bear, you can be a trident.
Alrighty, well, Whodinni will have to catch up and show me around once everything's making more sense instead of this floating pyramid. As it's supposed to be floating.
There will be more to come.
Alright. Well, take care now. That was very fun being interrupted by Whodinni. But anyway, let's get back to talking about this M.I.S.S system by Maizuma Games. Now, this one is very cool as you're able to sort multiple items, as I was showing before. You're able to put multiple items in this chest. So for every one of these, we can put, say, composters, or we can put nether quartz in here, or the redstone torches. We can put all of those in here, and it will sort for them, and then they will actually get sorted in these chests over here. So we have quite a few on this side, as well as all on each side. So we're gonna have to go through and actually put each sorter, but to show it as it can go, I think we'll take what I have in my inventory here, and we'll put them in. And for instance, what happens if we drop a tool, or we drop something that isn't being sorted? We'll show how that goes. So we're just gonna skip the little system over there, and I think I'm just gonna drop in. We'll put the nether quartz to something I can't sort, but then we'll drop in spruce, the dark oaks, and we'll put a whole stack to see how that works. I also think it's very interesting. The whole stack item will actually get put here, and then it will actually be able to sort for the whole one. So as I don't have nether quartz, as you can see, it went all the way to the other side and is now actively being sorted along this top row here. And it's kind of cool watching. You can see where the first item is as it goes around throughout the lights. And so, for instance, if I have an item here that can't be sorted, it actually goes into this last area, last chest right here, and then it will get taken down. But, as in all things, it seems to have broken, so let's fix that. So here it is, my diamond shovel actually broke this system. That's good to know, good to know. It did pull the item out correctly. but it seems like we'll have to be careful with putting in and sorting tools and other things that can't be sorted. It was supposed to check that as if it was a shulker box, but it sent an empty item through instead of giving it an item. So we'll have to fix the system up, and we'll fix it up, and we'll show off the coolness of it. Anyway, we will iron out all of the issues that we're having currently, but as you can see, it's still working as pretty much intended, as it can sort these items here, it can sort all the items that I have, the different ones in the different areas, as well as you can have multiple items in a chest like these ones over here. So it's going to definitely speed up the time, especially spending as much time as we are. But anyway, as I'm slowly working through this and figuring out where me and Seals want to put all of our items, I think it's time, as I'm running low on rockets, to actually start working on those. So that is what I'm going to go work on right now. We might have some other zoo members come and join us along the way, but for right now, we're gonna go gather up all the different items that I need, and I think we'll meet up just before we start the build. We'll meet up there, and I'll be able to kind of explain more in depth of what's going on. So anyway, see you all back here in a little bit. Thanks so much for watching currently up until this point in the video. If you've made it this far, hit the like button, comment down below your favorite color, and I'll definitely like the one that I like the best. I'll pin the comment there, but no judgments here for favorite colors. You may know what my favorite color is. It's not purple, I swear. Okay, here we are. We found the area that we need to be in the nether. Now, I'm still gathering all the materials, as you can see. There is quite a lot that I need. I need a good amount of cobblestone. This is 2 shulker boxes I have full, and I need quite a bit. But to get going, I don't need it all, so I'm just gonna move through that. As well as cobblestone slabs, I don't have any, but I'm gonna use a grindstone to get them as I need them. And then everything else that we'll need to get. But we found the location to build this, and that location is, if you can see, let's see, I'll pick some up. Over here, it says biome right here. It says Soul Sand Valley. And that means that only ghasts can spawn. So go down, you can see that there is all of these blocks, only skeletons and ghasts can spawn on. So as long as we go up to a specific level, it will at least reduce the rates of spawning to what we want. And right here will be the center of the farm, which is going to be super nice. So if I load that in, we can actually see. Now, I don't know if I want to build this from here all the way up to the top. However, we could definitely do that. But I think to get going, to see how hard it is, I think we'll only load these first 3 layers. And I think that will give us a good idea of how much rates we're going to get, and then we can decide if we want to go all the way up or not. But this farm was actually designed by Kelp MC, so thank you very much to them for sharing this build with us, so that we can actually build it up on the server and hopefully be very lag friendly for the rest of the zoo members. So I think we'll gather up as many as materials, and then we'll jump right into the time lapse. Anyway, let's get going. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now we're we have it. We actually got this Ghast farm completed. It only took about 2 hours. Not quite. I had to do a lot of back and forth getting a bunch of stuff, but it is completed, as you can see right here. And so I had to build up, put the AFK spot up there, but here we have it. It's actually pretty simple. So first, let's go up here and we can see it kind of in action, as I really haven't seen it been working yet, but here we are. We're pretty much at world height build limit, which you can see right there. We need it a little lower for the warp shrine, but that shouldn't eat into our rates too much. But anyway, we'll get down to the build and we can explain it. But this farm was built by Kelp MC, so big shout out to him and for providing this farm. So let's head down and look at the build. As it stands right here, we actually have 3 layers complete, so I don't know how effective it will be. On the second season of the zoo, I actually built one very similar, and it had one, and there we go, we actually got a Ghast to spawn, and there it is. We got a Ghast tier. Now, Ghast do get Ghast tiers as well as gunpowder, and we're in it to gunpowder, as these right here are my last 11 rockets that I have. So actually, I'm glad it's actually up and working. I was not 100% sure with all of these torches if that was going to work, but it's pretty simple. It's got one minecart that will go down and then bounce back, and then it will get over here, it will unload, and then once it's unloaded, it will continue going. So that's nice, and it's pretty compact. Oh, we got another one. So that's super nice. They say it's lag friendly as it only uses 1 minecart per level, so that will cut down on the entities as well as the spawns. But if I turn this on, you can see that this layer, we only did 3, but it has many more that we can build. It can actually probably, can actually end up consuming me as it goes all the way up to build limit. Now that is something for a later date, as I actually ran out of item. It uses up a bunch of rails that I have and cobblestone, but I just don't have the time to finish it. I think we'll have it here, we'll run it overnight, and we'll see roughly about how much we get. So I will definitely let you guys know that in the next episode, as this one is getting not super long, but it's getting long enough, as well as it's getting close to the end of the week for me. So that's when I usually like to upload. So anyway, I'm glad that it's working and it's up and going. I have some other things to take care of, so why don't we go work on those? Well, hello. Okay, I have been working on this video and I've been AFKing this farm for roughly an hour, maybe a bit more. So let's go check out how much it's actually been able to produce. So over here, looks like we have 2 and almost 3 stacks, so that's actually pretty good. I went and got some paper because I definitely need some rockets, as well as Whodinni for the wither roses asked if we could reward him kindly. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give him some rockets, and then as we're AFKing this more and more, we'll be able to show off those. So let's go make these rockets and give them to him. All right, so I think I'm just gonna take this book here, as well as 2 stacks. I kept one from myself, and then I'm gonna give him the rest of the gunpowder in case he wants to make TNT or something. He will be able to do that. So I am gonna take these now, and we'll head on over to his base, and I think we'll find a good spot where he'll be able to see it, and I think they'll either be right behind me here or in his little base here. I think for a more central location, we will place it right here. Let's see, he's been working on this farm as we saw it in this episode, so we'll place it here. Alright, now I gotta figure out what to write. Let's figure that out. Alright, after some time, I think I have figured out what I want this is. Alright, there we have it. So let's read it over. It says, "Dear Whodinni, I have accepted your gracious gift with open arms and with a great appreciation. I have recently started on the Ghast farm and would like to share some of the first spoils with you. As for the business proposition, I will have to decline on the offer stated. I hope with time you will come to understand my reasonings for doing so. We have talked privately about starting another farm, and I feel that one would be a more profitable endeavor for the both of us. With regards, your biggest fan, KickJax." And we'll leave that there with the rockets and gunpowder. Maybe we can make these look a little more interesting. Just make it look interesting for him when he opens it up. But anyway, it is nighttime now, and I have written my response back to Whodinni. And with that, we have come to a close to another wonderful episode here on the Zooms. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. We will definitely get this set up and start using it as a sort of as we transport everything from our cottage into that. Thank you so much for watching. It really does mean the most if you made it to this point in the episode, or even if you just clicked on it. I really appreciate every single one of you. So I hope you have a wonderful week. And now Whodinni and I have some business dealing taken care of, as he's thinking about selling Elytra. So we'll definitely have to talk to him about that and try to see if we can get a shop up and going. But that will be it for me for this week. So like the video if you liked it, comment down below, share it with somebody if you think they might enjoy this. And each and every one of you, thanks for making this journey with me, as I have very much been enjoying it as I'm floating on nothing. And I'll see you around in the next one. Goodbye.